Hello students, very good morning. Welcome to Narayana Live Classes. Today for class 8 students we are going to discuss assignment number 29 on number system. Okay, now let us see the first question. Which of the following is an irrational number? Okay, what is an irrational number? A number which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q. If you can express a given number into the form of p by q, that is said to be a rational number, otherwise we call it as an irrational number. Okay, now let us see root 2 plus 1 whole square. If you see root 2 plus 1 whole square, that is going to be 2 plus 1 plus 2 root. That is going to be 3 plus 2 root. 3 plus 2 root. Here 2 root 2, if you take root 2 here, that is going to be 1.414 so on. That is a non-terminating, non-recurring decimal. A non-terminating, non-recurring decimal, never we can write as p by q form. We cannot write a non-terminating, non-recurring decimal into the form of p by q. So definitely that comes under irrational number. So 3 plus 2 root 2 is going to be irrational number. So which is irrational number? So definitely the first option. Let us see the second one. What is that? 6 plus root 5 times of 6 minus root 5. It is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. What do you get? A square minus b square. That is 6 square is 36 minus root 5 whole square is nothing but 5. That is 31. 31 is a rational number. So this is not irrational. Third one is 3 root 8 by root 2. We can write it as 3 into root 4. Because root 8 can be written as root over 4 into 2 by root 2. Let us write. That is otherwise 3 into root 4 can be written as 2 into root 2 remains in the same position. Root 2 cancels. That is going to be 6. 3 2s are 6, which is rational. Now if you look at minus root over 0.16, that is going to be minus root over 16 upon 100 we can write. That is otherwise minus 4 upon 10. Minus 4 upon 10. It is also a rational number. Of course minus, even it is valid. Minus also it can be there for a given 4 by 5, 4 by 10. So out of all the given 4 options, third option, fourth option also not irrational. So only the first one is irrational number. So that is the right answer for this. Okay. Now we will move to the next question. An irrational number between 2 and 3 is an irrational number between 2 and 3. First one we take 2 root 6. That is 2 into root 6 is around 2.45. Approximately around 2.45. The resultant answer is more than 4.9. It is around 4.9 approximately, which is not between 2 and 3. So this is not the right answer. 6 into root 2, anyway 6 itself is more than 2 and 3. So 6 multiplied by root 2, that is 1.414, definitely more than 3. So it also won't lie between 2 and 3. You take root over 7 root 2. If you take 7 root 2, that is 7 into 1.414, that is more than 9. The result is more than 9. So root of this is root over more than 9. It is approximately 9.9, which is more than 3. So it also won't lie between 2 and 3. If you take the fourth one, root over 2 root 6. 2 root 6 is something like 2 into 2.45. It is something like 4.9. So root over 4.9 is definitely less than root 9, that is 3. It is more than root 4, that is 2. So it lies between root 2 and 3. So out of the 4 options, only fourth option is the valid one, like it is a rational number between 2 and 3. Okay, now we will move to the next question. Identify the correct property of irrational numbers. What are they? Product of two irrationals is irrational. It is not always correct. Let us take an example. Root 2 multiplied with root 2. The result is 2. Root 2 is rational, root 2 is rational, but their product is 2, which is rational. But he is saying that product of two rationals is irrational. That's not always true. So this is not the correct property. Next, division of one rational number and one irrational is either rational or irrational. Either rational, it can be even rational, he is saying, but it is not true. Whenever you are dividing a rational number with irrational number, it always results in irrational. He is saying it is either rational. He is saying that it can be even rational. So that is not the correct statement. So that is wrong. Second, quotient of one rational and one irrational is either rational. Here also it is not valid because even quotient cannot be rational if you multiply a rational with irrational. Next, difference of one rational and one irrational is always irrational. This is a correct statement because if you take some rational number 4 minus some root 3, it is a irrational number, that's all. We cannot further simplify it to make it rational. This is the only form of it which is irrational. So here fourth statement is correct property of the irrational numbers. Okay. Now we'll move to the next question. Which among the following is not an irrational? Not an irrational means rational. Not an irrational means rational. Okay. If you take cube root of 6, 6 is not a perfect cube. So cube root of 6 is definitely irrational. So it is not rational. Next. 2009 to the power 2009 root of 2010. 2010 is not something power 2009. So definitely it is also irrational. So it is not rational. Next, let us simplify this. We have root 2 into root 3 into root 4 we can write as 2. Here root 5 we can write as it is. Root 30 we can write as root over 6 into 5. That is root 2 into root 3 into root 5 because 2 into 3 6, 6 into 5 13. So it can be written as root 2 into root 3 into root 5. If you look at that, root 2 into root 2, product of these two is going to be 2 into root 3 into root 3 is going to be 3 into 2 anyway we have root 5 into root 5 is going to be 5. So what is happening now? The entire value is becoming 6 into 10, that is 60, which is a rational number. So third option is correct option. It is not irrational because it is rational. Fourth option, 100 plus root over 1000. Root over 1000 is 10 root. 100, if you take root 100, root 1000 here, that is going to be root 100 into 10, that's all. So it is 10 root 10, which is irrational. A rational plus irrational is always irrational. But he is saying that which is not irrational. So this is also not the right answer. So out of the 4 given options, only third option is qualified to be a rational number. So that is the right answer. Okay. Now we will move to the next question. Which of the following is not an irrational? Again he is saying not an irrational means which is rational. His point is again which are rational. We all know that pi and e both are irrational numbers. Both are irrational numbers. Pi value approximately we can take 22/7. It is not exactly. Pi is irrational. E is of course it's a transcendental number. That is also a irrational number. Its value is approximately 2.73 something. It's an approximation, not exactly. So that is also irrational. But 22/7, 7/3 both are in the form of p by q. If you can express any number in the form of p by q, where p comma q are integers and q not 0. P comma q are integers and q not 0. Such a number is called as rational number. Both are qualified to be rational numbers. So here, which are rational he is asking. So third and fourth, both options are right options for this question. Okay, that is the end of today's assignment. Thank you. Have a good day.